Number one.
Hello and welcome to the Collective channel. I'm here today with Darwin Nabaz. He got third at the UK Open, playing branded. You saw it on the feature matches, so here's the deck list.
So, for the main deck, first destination, we played 3 Aliber, which is quite standard. I played only 1 Quem because I thought too many normal summons would be kind of bricky, and sometimes you do brick on the normal summons, so I thought 1 was kind of perfect. Obviously 1 Tragedy. Adlib I really liked, in case if, because I only play 1 Mirror Jade in the actual deck, so if this gets banished or outed, then Adlib can just get it back quite easily, or same with Sanctifier, if that gets outed, I can just get it back. For the Albaz cards, the 3 form of Albaz, which is quite standard. 2 Cartesia, Spring and Skid. This card became even more necessary because once you banish Brand Fusion or Fusion Duplication, then this getting to search from the banish is actually quite useful, because otherwise you have no way of getting the Brand Fusion back. And I played 2 Albion. I thought 2 was a good number because I didn't want to put too much engine in, so I have enough space for the engine as well. I played 2 Mercuria for the reason that in the combo with Quem I can send 1 to Grave and banish off Albion to get a search, and with Lost to add 1 back to have the negate in hand, but also just Allo with Mercuria is so broken. Better than Tragedy in my opinion. Then for the Pistols, it was just Rebellion, Serenade, Magnime. Magnime was definitely broken, as you can see in the round 3 feature match. Opened the both games. I didn't feel like I needed any more Pistols than that, so I was quite happy with that. And then the Lock Ido, which I made at least 10 times. So that's for the monsters. For the Brand and Spawn Traps, obviously 1 Fusion, hopefully it comes back to 3. 3 Opening, 1 White, which I really liked, because in the grind game, Brand and White is better than Brand Fusion, because all your cards are already engraved, and with this you can nearly make anything you actually like.
Yeah, and it becomes more necessary with branded fusion at 1, right?
Obviously 1 Lost. That card is broken. 3 High Spirits, 2 High Spirits. I thought 2 was more than enough. If I would have played Furulos, then I would have played 3, for the reason that I can use the Furulos to send Brim and search any monster that mentions from Valvas. But since I didn't play it, I didn't think it was necessary to be at 3. And this is basically like a small Brand Fusion as well. This actually allows you to play on the Furulos much easier as well. And this 1 game, I got double Furulos on Brand Opening, so instead of summoning it, I just added to hand, normal Delibra, searched High Spirits, activated it, and had the whole graveyard set up without giving him a draw.
Guy got greedy.
Yeah, so he necked for 2 for free. Brandon Red at 2. I like this card at 2. I think if I played at 1 during the grind game, I always feel like I'm missing it. And yeah, so I played 2.
That's fair enough.
Then Deployment, which just brings out Cartesia and sometimes Albaz as well, but just gets the game going. Then Free Law, not really much to speak about that. Super Poly, this card was insanely broken because I play Praskinian, and this card requires 1 Despia, 1 Light and 1 Dark. And often, it happens quite a lot, obviously I get Veiled or Impel or whatever, so I'll just, for example, normal summon Aliber. There you go, Impel. I'll chain Super Poly with that and like a Light and Dark. For example, against Ryzel, and I already had a Magnum on field, and I just used the Detonator. Summon the Praskinian, target his Detonator, target my card in hand, and I had a Detonator for free.
Yeah, so you get to use the detonator, you can use it to dodge imperms and stuff, it's so broken.
Exactly.
And it's also quite good against Malice.
Yeah,
so.
Against Malice is very good.
Yeah, you can fuse the Griffin and the Avowal.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole endboard's cooked.
Exactly. And then I can griffin lock them for free.
Yeah.
And then pot breakers, free droplet, it's just really, really good. Also helps breaking bullets and dodging impound. Frost with the fusion duplication. That is what actually made this deck so playable. Because before when you got Ash, there was long day you couldn't do anything. If you have these, then you can at least go Brian Fusion in your turn.
Yeah.
But also if you find to negate the Ash with a Cold Buy or like a Mercuria while having Alba's Fusion and having the Frost, then you have double the Brian Fusion.
Also, if you get hit with Fualos and you have Branded Fusion and Thrust, you could just end on Rinbrim and then Fusion Duplication your Branded Fusion your opponent's turn, and your board is just so insane.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the best card in the deck by far, Free Talents. Shout out to Khaled. I was only playing one before, and until he told me that I was being stupid, and then and ever since, I've been religiously opening it, and it's been amazing. Then of course Cold Buy and Retribution.
That's the legendary Cool Buy.
The guy's hand.
Oh yeah, in my round 3 feature match, I actually didn't know why he got so surprised. I had to Cold Buy because he talented my hand.
Yeah.
But he probably forgot. So.
Yeah.
So that was the main deck, 51 cards. Then
The extra deck.
Extra deck. I only played one Mirror Jade because I thought one was enough, and I can keep recycling it back.
Yeah.
Adlib, for example, was a big thing that I can just summon it back, but also I wanted to have more options the extra deck.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah. Then, one Rebellion, Albion, Sanctifier, Cloud, from the Albas fusions. It's not really much to talk about. That's been all pretty much solved, to be honest. Then 2 Grang. Before I used to play 1, but I thought 2 was kind of necessary, and also this cheats up for skin and free. So
Yeah, it helps you lock in instances where you didn't get to resolve Branded Fusion as well.
Exactly. So I could just send an Albion or Tanaclad or Probron, whatever I need. Or a few times I just did it to get an extra draw.
Yeah.
If I cut in, it's also necessary to play 2 because if they stop the first Grand because they don't want to get Edo locked, they don't expect the second one for you to dump the Edo again, and then they literally have no play to stop that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For Despia fusions, Corridors and Fuscinian. About this I already talked about this. This was broken. This I like as well. It's not as broken as Proskinion, but sometimes it just comes up a lot. And people forget the destruction effect where I can just summon full of hours for free.
Also, it's the same thing as Proskinion, but just if you don't have the extra body.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this requires a Despia light and dark, and this requires a Despia light or dark.
Yeah. So like when somebody's playing Ryzul and you normal summon Aliva, they might not use their Vela or Imperm because they want to use their cross negate, but you just chain Super Poly, and then they didn't get to stop your Aliva, you search Branded Fusion and you outed their whole Ryzul board.
Exactly. Then Canon Chimera. This card I made a lot that day. It was very, very broken, drawing and popping. And this combination with Adlib is really, really dirty.
Yeah.
Then for Super Poly targets, it'll be Struxapelia, which I made once, one minute game as well. Garura, it was broken. The only card that I actually didn't use in the extra deck was Magnum. While I was spamming him, it did come up, but this for the open it didn't come up at all. I actually thought about changing this for Albalanatis. But Albalanatis Ultra Search Fusion Deployment in case I need it, but maybe it'll be something else.
Yeah, it's cool against Blue Eyes.
Yeah, that's true. And then for side deck, Malice Hate. And actually, also this. So Starving Venom I saw against Malice as well, because when they have the 5k beat stick and I have no way to get rid of it, I just will probably 2 targets, summon this, and then what I did is summon Cortus, made it once a 0, and then I attacked with 7-8 for game.
Yeah, you just poke into them. You don't even need to break the board, and you bypass the field spell.
Exactly. That's also a broken thing about these two. It's kind of funny. If I play these two, for example, let's say against Blue Eyes, I'll make a 0. I attack Proskinion. He takes 3-2, and then he has the Flame Ruin effect, so he takes 3 crops there.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
The Starving Venom thing to punt over a Malice board is actually very important because it is actually hard to out the bodies on board sometimes if you don't want to expend all your resources.
Exactly. And like for Malice, it's more easier to build the board because they only do it with 1 card. But for Brian, it's like 2 free cards to build the board. So we have to do it as impactful as we can. And then Sport Breakers, Duster, 2 Lightning Storm, just kind of, and then 3 Exquisite Encore. It was broken in the finals, but I didn't open any good engine, so I didn't do anything. And
Yeah.
The Taxman.
The Taxman. Yeah, Outing Dweller is very important in this deck, so Encore made more sense than Slayer.
Exactly.
How do you find the deck?
I found it really, really good. Unfortunately, in the final, my hand wasn't that good, but it played very well. It breaks boards. And if I go first and if I'm able to lock you, then I'll just win on the spot as well. For my matchups, I had 2 Malice, 1 Blue Eyes, 1 Fiendsmith Bestial, 2 Christian.
Damn, the Fiendsmith Bestial must have been a hard matchup for you.
It was, but my hand was insane, so it was too unfair for him, to be honest.
Yeah.
Then 1 Melodious and 3 Ryziel, 1 Fiendsmith, 1 Pure, and 1 Material.
Any shout-outs, Darwin?
Yeah, big shout out to Khaled right here, who helped me test, to help me make the deck, and also for waking me up about playing 3 talents. Also shout out to everyone who was there in the venue, shout out to my team, shout out to Karan for filming it, shout out to Tom for driving us over there and back, shout out to the collective, to Europa, best locals in London. I think that was pretty much it.
Cool. Well, thank you. We'll see you again in the future with the branded deck profiles.